This is the new Volvo EX30 and it's been getting a lot of people very excited because one, it's electric, two, it's got a starting price of under €40,000 and this is Volvo, it's a premium brand. And number three, well, it's got a very cool Scandi interior and design. There's a few different battery options available, the best of which Volvo claim will get you over 400 kilometers on a full charge. And there's single motor versions and also very nifty dual motor ones as well. So is this the brilliant electric crossover that we've all been waiting for? Well, that's what I want to find out in this video. I'm Caroline and this is the Carzone YouTube channel. If you're in the market for a new or used car, head over to Carzone.ie, Ireland's trusted motoring marketplace, and you'll find lots of great examples there from trusted sellers. Please give this video a like and please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Volvo became very famous for building estate cars and then for very good SUVs like the XC40 and the XC90. But it's been quite a while since they've had a compact car like this. The EX30 is their smallest car in their lineup and it rivals other small electric crossovers like the Smart #1, the Hyundai Kona, the Peugeot E2008 and the Jeep Avenger. It's got quite a minimalist design, but it is classy in its simplicity. And you do have classic Volvo design cues like the Thor's Hammer LED headlights with a little bit of pixel detail. Big Volvo badge there in the centre. There's also some nice detail here in this bonnet. And would you believe there's actually a 19-litre frunk under this. So that's handy for storing your charging cables. It keeps them out of the boot. There are two trim levels, Pure and Ultra. 5 different body colours. This one is crystal white. You've got some nice moulding here around the wheel arches, alloy wheel sizes from 18 to 20 inch. This is the Ultra model, so it's on 20 inch with these nice aero covers. You've got real door handles here, proper ones, and frameless door mirrors. Very, very designer and very classy. Black contrast roof comes as standard as well on the EX30 and a nice little badge here just to remind you what you're driving. From this angle, it's where things get a bit more interesting, I think, because you've got this split level lighting, which is very striking and also reminiscent of some classic Volvos as well. Now, when it comes to practicality, here's how you open the boot and you do get a powered tailgate as standard. Now, it's a 318-litre boot. That's by no means class leading. It is a bit on the smaller side, so you'll find a larger boot in, for example, a Hyundai Kona or a Jeep Avenger. But look, this will be fine for some people. You've got the handy hatchback style opening boot. You can also let down the rear seats. There's also a little bit of underfloor storage here as well. 11 kilowatt AC charging comes as standard, which is great. And if you go for the Ultra model, you get 22 kilowatt AC charging, which is really something else to have. When it comes to DC fast charging, you have your CCS port and the standard range battery will charge at a rate of up to 134 kilowatt, the extended range up to 153 kilowatt. But no matter which you go for, you'll get from 10 to 80% in about 26 minutes. It is a compact car and it certainly feels that here in the back. So legroom is at a premium, I would say. Now that seat is in my driving position, so I do have plenty of legroom here as a small adult, but if you had a taller driver and a taller passenger, things would get a little bit tight. But headroom is good back here, I have to say. You've also got that flat floor, the width of the cabin. But again, I think 2 would be more comfortable back here than 3. It is a compact car. There are a few amenities back here, but there's not a huge amount of storage in the doors. Those door pockets are quite small. There's no pockets in the back of those seats. There's no armrest either, but you do have a USB-C port here in this kind of central console piece. And if you want to open and close the windows, the buttons are actually here in the middle. Volvo have also put in this nice little storage bin, complete with a moose. How Swedish. The EX30 gets a nature-inspired interior, so it's full of sustainable and recycled materials. It's very stylish and minimalist in its design, but maybe not quite as plush as some of Volvo's larger models like the EX40 and the EX90. There is quite a lot of this hard plastic panelling, but there are some nice materials used on top of the dashboard and the doors. You also get this lovely steering wheel as well. It's a very minimalist cabin. There's very few buttons in here other than to operate the windows. Everything is in the screen, and I mean absolutely everything. Even the speedometer is here in the screen. So there's no digital speedometer behind the steering wheel or in the heads-up display either. So you're using this for pretty much everything, like your ventilation, even to adjust the side mirrors and turn on and off the lights. So you're going to be delving in and out of this screen a lot. There is lots of functionality in there. For example, you've got Google built in. So that's brilliant for navigation. So you can put in your destination and it'll show you how much battery you'll have when you get there and also when you get home again. There's a few different ambiances that are preset here in the system as well. So they have very Nordic names like Forest Bath and Midsummer, and they will change the ambient lighting, but also play a little soundscape as well, which is very cool. The gear section has been moved up here to the right of the steering wheel. So that's freed up a lot of space here in the center console. You've got all this space down here. You've got wireless smartphone charging and also some very clever cup holders. The pure model starts from about €38,500 for the standard range battery and from about €44,500 for the extended range. But it is a very well equipped car in that pure trim level. So you've got a heated steering wheel, heated front seats, there's loads of safety equipment, adaptive cruise control, and also this Harman Kardon soundbar at the front of the car. If you go up to the Ultra model, that starts from about mid-50s, so it is a significant investment, but you get other features like the pano roof, the 20-inch wheels, and also power adjustment for the front seats. So overall, it is a very well-equipped car. It's very stylish, very Scandi cool, but I don't think this minimalist look will be for everyone. Volvo expects to be selling all electric vehicles by 2030. So they already have their EX40 and then the EX90 large electric SUV is due to arrive this summer. So this EX30 is the next model in their electrification story. It's built on a bespoke electric vehicle platform that's new for Volvo. It comes from the parent company Geely, so it also underpins the smart #1. There are a few options here. You can go for the single motor rear wheel drive or the twin motor all wheel drive with some very nifty performance. There is a standard range battery and that has up to about 344 kilometres of range, and it's an LFP battery. So I think of more interest to Irish buyers will be the single motor extended range. Now that offers up to about 480 kilometres on a single battery charge, and it uses a lithium ion battery as well. It's got 272 horsepower and 0 to 100 is about 5.3 seconds, so there's enough performance there for most people. What I'm driving is the top of the range, absolutely bonkers twin motor all-wheel drive version. It uses the extended range battery. The range is up to about 460 kilometres measured by WLTP. It's got 428 horsepower and 0 to 100 is 3.6 seconds. So it's actually Volvo's fastest ever accelerating car that they've ever produced, and it absolutely bonkers. I can't even really fully unleash it here, but because the car is not entirely sporty in its driving dynamics, I don't think it's really worth it for that straight line performance. I think save yourself some cash and go for that single motor extended range version of this new EX30. It is a really lovely car to drive. So it has this premium quality to it. It's very comfortable, there's no stiffness to it, there's no thuds over bumps in town or out on rural roads, and also very refined, so a nice quiet and hushed cabin as well. It never gets too noisy in here, so it's a very relaxing drive. The steering has a nice natural and fluid feel to it. It's a nimble and agile car. It's a great compact size as well. So there's not much to complain about when it comes to how this actually drives. The one thing that I'm just not keen on, I'm not sold on, is this speedometer here on the screen on your left. There's no head-up display, there's no small digital readout here in front of you. I think there's a reason why car companies have done that for decades, just for safety and not taking your eyes off the road as well. I think there's a little bit over-reliance on this screen. So even things like adjusting the mirrors or the lights, going in, putting on the demister. But they did put a button for the hazard lights up here on the top of the roof, which is very good. It's also in the screen as well. There is voice control, which can help you out also, but definitely it's a car that I think you'll probably want to bring for a test drive, get in behind the wheel and just make sure that this works for you before you buy. But I suppose it's so nice to drive. It's such a nice little compact car that you can forgive it a lot of this stuff as well. So overall, I do really like driving this Volvo EX30. There's decent range there and just a very nice premium quality to the driving experience. The EX30 is surely one of the most stylish and desirable small electric crossovers on sale. It's brilliant to drive and it does offer decent range for the money. It is a bit small in the back and in the boot as well, and that cabin just a tad too minimalist, but if you can get over all that, it's a class act. If you're looking for a new or used Volvo, head over to Carzone.ie and you'll find lots of great examples there from trusted sellers. Please give this video a like and please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. So thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.